This is the story about a trip that didn't go according to plan. I really should have listened to my gut on this one. Woke up not feeling too great. I wasn't really feeling the trip. However, I'd already made arrangements for someone to run a shuttle for me. I had everything packed up and I was ready to go. I hadn't been able to get out for an overnight since my Swanee trip at the end of June, and I just needed it. So I went, and it turned out not at all like I had hoped. Of the river between I-75 and Nobleton are relatively narrow and intimate. Little in the way of development, just you, the river, and nature. Despite the stuffy feeling in my head, it was relaxing and invigorating. This is what I was looking for when I set out earlier this morning. I stopped at Nobleton Wayside Park for lunch and to stretch my legs. I will admit, I was expecting a little more from it, but its slightly developed and intimate feel matched the feel of the river. Anything more would have felt out of place. I even had some company while I ate. I was able to convince myself that the crudiness I felt wasn't so bad. and I was looking forward to the next section of the river and the first of 2 lakes I was planning to cross this day. the afternoon progressed, I started to feel worse. I was thinking about calling the trip. My instincts were telling me to call the trip. So I made one last rest stop at the Wind Haven on the Withlacoochee boat ramp off State Road 48. My planned campsite was only about 3 more miles downriver, but I was seriously considering calling for my shuttle at that ramp. There was a convenience store there, and I was hoping to get a cold drink and maybe a sandwich, convincing myself that it would help me feel a little better. Unfortunately, it was closed, and I should have taken that for another sign to throw in the towel. This is where it all went wrong. What the fuck is it? Well, this has been a bit of a disaster of a trip. The Jumper Creek / Shell Island paddling camp that I was supposed to be staying at tonight, or was planning on staying at tonight, isn't where it was supposed to be. So I am pushing through. It is 5:45 right now. Pushing through to the Wysong Dam, and then hopefully I don't have to be there too long before my my mom, who's running shuttle for me, can get there to pick me up, because I don't know if I can camp at the dam. I don't think I can camp at the dam. So we're gonna get to the dam. We're gonna call the trip. I've got about an hour and a half of, maybe an hour and 20 minutes of daylight left
to make it to the dam. So, yeah. It's gonna be interesting. I will check in later. I am at the dam, and it is 6:57, and as you can see, it's still daylight. I win. My ride is coming. Probably be about an hour and a half, but we're looking at 26.1 miles in 8 hours and 27 minutes. Not my longest paddle, definitely my hardest. I kick my ass. Lessons learned.
My ride got there around 8:30 and I got home around 10. I was tired and I wanted a shower, but I still made sure to unload everything before taking care of myself, and as a perfect end to this fiasco of a trip, I broke the ratchet lock that holds my seat back in place the following morning when I went to move it outside to wash it off. In the end, this was a learning experience. I learned to listen to my body and my instincts before a trip, definitely with a focus on my body. I learned to pay attention to how I'm lifting my boat, and I learned that even if my original planned site doesn't work out, eventually I can find another. It might be a bit before I try camping the Withlacoochee again, but I will definitely be doing it again. It's too beautiful of a river not to, and there is more that I need to see.